What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be continuing our cheap budget do-it-yourself turbo kit. So if you're curious about this table of stuff back behind me and the shit on the floor, stay tuned, stick around. Let's just get right into it. Got a lot of work to do. Now, as most of you guys know, this is Dad's car. It's a GT40 top end, stock bottom end rebuild that I did on the channel. And you can check that video out right here. Now, I know I'm always pushing the X videos because I think that making content on YouTube, you should probably try to integrate and use like a progressive timeline so people can catch up and people aren't completely lost when they watch your videos. But nonetheless, in one of the other videos, we had surprised the channel with a turbo kit that we had sitting on the shelf. Now, to be honest with you guys, this is just a bunch of scrap shit that I had laying around from other turbo kits that I've hacked up, cut up, modified, as you can see here, from these pieces right here, from the header and the side. So we decided, what the hell? Let's just go ahead and build this kit, and I'm here to show you the update on the budget turbo kit that we are building. Now, in my live stream that I had on Super Bowl Sunday, I decided to go ahead and mount the headers live. And it was about a 3-hour event, but we ended up getting all the flanges bolted in on the passenger side and managed to actually get the driver header all nice and tight and, you know, kind of clearance some items. We had to change the oil filter, etc. So here today, I'm going to share some of the other details of the stuff that we had to buy. So I went to old trusty Amazon, got a cheap turbo blanket. This is a, I like the Vibrant Performance. They're a little bit expensive, but these V-bands are the shit. They weld in really well, and they fit up pretty well. And got some 90-degree boots. We're gonna be making a video on how important this is. You know, we're gonna change some of these boots so that the boots fit on the GT40 plugs in the header here, so we can clearance the spark plugs, because that's one of the problems that GT40Ps have with Foxbody. But we also decided to switch the TR6 plugs and gap them at 24. Like I said, this is the M1 102A that clearances the on-3 header on the driver's side. Probably been running this one for years. And again, you know, we got some foot-long Vibrant hose that we can cut. We got some more V-bands that we needed. And one of the biggest things that we needed to do is control boost. So instead of messing with springs, you know I like to run with the Grimspeed manual boost controller. So we're gonna run that on the Fox, just like we do on the white and the black car. So we're gonna put a small spring in there, probably 7 or 8, 9-pound spring, because I know that Fox bodies never make the actual number that's on the actual chart. Get it up on the dyno and clicky, clicky, clicky till we get some ticky, ticky, ticky. That's a joke, by the way. But one of the things that we had to do is we had to buy a new air saw, because LX bumpers have to be clearanced for the intercooler. And we bought like the cheapest intercooler on Amazon, some JDM, whatever, 3-inch intercooler, because the 4-inch one that I introduced with the kit was just too damn big to fit in between my air dam and my power steering line. So that's pretty much sums up what we got. Let me take you back. A couple days ago, we decided to start fitting up the crossover. So let's check that out. All right, so this real quick video is gonna show you what we do here at Neomustangs with our turbo kits, the on-3 kits. And basically we cut this coupler out. We cut this section out. The crossover will help support the weight and the heat from the turbo. So we ended up getting the downpipe. This is that cheap, like $20, $30, like 50-foot roll of, you know, heat wrap. And we wrapped the downpipe that I had made, and we wrapped the crossover that I had made. And we're about to go check the fitment of it real quick when we get it, you know, bring the car up, and I'll show you how close my flanges are. It's definitely a really tight build. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna go ahead and do some work, and I'm gonna show you the flanges real quick, hopefully get crossover mounted, the housing mounted, and probably the downpipe. So boring shit. Stay tuned. So you can see my flanges came out real nice. Nice and flat. See that? And up there. Nice and straight, nice and flat, right on target. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this crossover mounted and put a little high heat copper RTV. I always like to seal my flanges up with RTV. You know, then we'll kind of move up to the top, put our wastegate on, move up to the top, and work for the housing like I talked about. Let's seal this thing up. This thing's a little baby 68, but you know, I got an 81 if I want to put it on there. And then we'll mock up the downpipe and put that downpipe on, seal it up. And then maybe tomorrow I might mess with the cold side a little bit. I gotta move the belt a little bit, whatever. So anyways, guys, the whole part of this video is budget, do it yourself. You don't have to have spectacular turbo parts. You can make this shit yourself. You could get a welder and buy a whole bunch of piping on Amazon and flip some headers and make your own turbo kit. That's what this is all about, man. It's about going fast, cheap, and enjoying what you're doing. And that's what we're doing here. I just happened to be lucky and had like 3 different on-3 kits. I'm pretty sure one of those headers were from a 351 kit. Whatever, I have mocked this up to fit for me. And sometimes you get, you know, I had to put a little bit more money into it than I had expected to, but I mean, we're talking a couple $100 for a Grimspeed boost controller and some random items, so. And like I said, I think this header was on a different kit or whatever. We made him fit. It's a perfect mount with the flanges are perfectly flat and centered and got some RTV on it. Solid piece. Be perfect for what we got to do. So we're going to go over to the wastegate, put a little spring in it. Go ahead and mount the wastegate now while we're down here. And we'll pretty much be done under here outside of just zipping some stuff up. We'll revisit this area eventually soon. So let me run over here to my vise and we will crack open this wastegate, what the old wastegate had in her to begin with. Looks like I had about 15 or 16 pound double spring in here, but here's the thing is that's not going to actually on a Foxbody give you 15 or 16 pounds. If I remember correctly, this gate was set for about 12, but it did creep a lot, so that's why we changed it. Pretty stiff little spring there. We'll probably put the yellow spring in it and see what it does. We got the wastegate nice and tucked in there, and the fire ring, and this is really important that this seats correctly with the fire ring. Got about a 9-pound spring in here. Got the green one, but knowing Foxbodies and being around these turbo kits for so many years, there's no way that's going to make 9 pounds. It'll probably make around 6-ish, 5 to 6-ish on the spike. That gate will probably control real well. We'll see. I don't know. That's why we got a boost controller. So we're gonna go ahead and bring the car down now. Seal up the housing. I'm really curious to see if this downpipe I made with some Amazon cutout shit is actually gonna fit real nice and tuck up once we put that housing on. If that's the case, then I'll get this turbo mounted, start working on drain shit. I mean, guys, we're not far away from hooking up an FMU and starting a damn car. We're gonna make some power with this car, I think, if we do end up switching to a Terminator X. But first, we're gonna find out if the speed density can hold 8 pounds like it did back in the day with the supercharger. That's what I want to find out. That's the only reason why I'm doing all this shit, to be honest with you. I want to find out if that DA1 factory computer without tuning and those 19-pound injectors can get tapped out, bro. We'll see. player, had to fight with a couple pipes, but we ended up getting the turbo and the down pipe all the way in. You know, I built this down pipe from just scrap pieces that I got on Amazon. I mean, check out how much room I got under here. I could actually get right to the plugs, not a big problem. Can mess with them, bring them up through here. Man, nice little down pipe. 3-inch, same size as the All-in-3. The thing about the All-in-3 one is it goes like real close to the valve cover and you can't really get to anything. So plenty of clearance back here for sure. All right, fellas, so that's all I got for you tonight. We've gotten pretty far on the turbo do-it-yourself build pipe. This isn't the right pipe for that anyways, but we're gonna have to cut it somewhere here in the middle, and we're gonna have to make a little area that's kind of goes around the down pipe a little bit. But man, it was free and I didn't have to pay for it, and I'm gonna have some fun putting it together. You know, just want to give you guys an update on the budget turbo build for the Foxbody here, my dad's Foxbody. We're gonna try to make speed density power with it, 8 pounds of boost, and see if the old myth of 8 pounds of boost still holds true. So if you're interested in supporting the channel, check out that join button below. Emojis, colored names, a lot of cool shit in the membership. Outside that, guys, I just appreciate the watch time. Just wanted to do an update. Look like shit. I don't care. This is the way I like to do it, man. I'm fabbing it up, baby. See you guys soon in the next video. Thanks for watching.